Today, and here we are discussing the mechanisms which enabled shallow water animals to colonize the deep ocean, and by presenting novel information on adaptations to life at great ocean depth. The data presented indeed support the view that adaptation to life at greater depths, we're talking about mid-ocean depths of 1,500 to 2,500 meters, can be more spontaneous than previously believed. This is still reflected by the ability of many shallow water species to survive high pressures in experimental treatments, though they are currently not living at such conditions in nature. This is also supported by 2 case studies that have recently been published in lead international journals, the Journal of Experimental Biology and the Public Library of Science. The traditional view that migration to depth has predominantly been taken likely through water bodies that show little temperature difference, conditions that still found at the poles and both poles today, has to be revised. Instead, we provide strong evidence that the ability of marine invertebrates, those seafloor inhabiting species, to thrive at high pressures may be dependent on species-specific temperature tolerances. Data show that changes in temperature with depth alone may not necessarily pose a barrier to depth migration or to distribution to greater depths. The pace of depth range extensions is likely a dynamic one, we propose, and we suggest may take place on human timescale, not necessarily millions of years. The scale and pace of such changes is likely dependent upon the level of ecosystem disturbance, may it be warming or other human impacts. Latitudinal shifts in species distribution, as said before, in response to global warming are fact, and drastic changes are observed. It is now evidenced that going deep to escape from surface water warming is likely of equal importance. Such depth changes in distribution of species will potentially lead to major changes in ecosystem distribution and the landscape of deep water ecosystems globally.